I was like kind of hanging around the crew and walking around and not trying to look suspicious. At some point, I kind of just stood in the corner. And then eventually Vivid had pulled up too. And we was there. I think there was a guy that had asked us a question.
The security guy, he's handing out like these bracelets.
Yeah, the bracelets. That's a fact. The security guard was handing out these bracelets. He like asked if we was with like the crew or something like that and he was like, yeah. So now at that point, we had some type of validation to be there. You know what I'm saying? And then we ended up talking to the people body. It was like selling clothes or something like that.
Mm-hmm. It was like the vendors that was selling clothes in the like by the wall basically. It was kind of like but it was in their own little section, and that's where we met like a bunch of other artists.
I'm not gonna lie, the people we interviewed, I never put out the video. I ain't gonna lie, I never put out the video. I never put out the video, but it's because the audio was butt cheeks.
Oof.
And
it was really loud. Facts.
Like, and honestly, not even just the loudness. There was something wrong with the wire on the mic.
Oh.
So literally, like, a lot of the Tisa Korean interview is like very muffled because the mic and also the noise and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was a couple interviews I ain't put out that day. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cap to you. Feel
Everything happens for a reason.
You know, I edited what I could edit. You feel me? But yeah, speaking of Tisa Korean, being that we was there early, we ended up seeing Tisa Korean, and that was crazy. You know, he was just there walking with his, I think, manager or something like that.
Yeah, he came up to us.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I went up to him. I ain't gonna lie, cause I knew who he was at the time.
Oh, I mean, it seemed like he came up to us because he was like, "Yo, what's up?" No,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, cause I don't remember approaching. I remember him approaching me, and that's why I was like, "Who is this guy?" You know, that's why I was like, I never heard Tisa Korean up until that moment. But yeah, shout out to him. He's a dope artist.
Now, Tisa Korean, at that time, I was really on like the upcoming artist scene, so I knew who he was like immediately. And it's when he still had his blue hair and all that stuff, so I knew who he was.
With the dreads.
Yeah, and like it really, I was like, oh snap, Tisa Korean. I was working with this other media company doing content for them sometimes, so when we was talking to him, I was able to be like, yo, I do interviews with these people who do. Would you be down to do an interview, right? And at this point, I actually already interviewed this other artist named Armani White. Prior to that, while all this happened because we was early. We was way early, and I had my camera, and I had my mic. So I was like, and I already knew Armani White. He didn't know me, but I already knew him at that time because he actually had asked one of the pages I used to run back then for promo. So I already knew who he was. So when I seen him, I was like, oh snap. So now I went up to him and tried to get and I even tried. I got the interview. And also that interview was choppy too with the audio. Literally like that wire for that mic, it literally almost messed up mad footage. Well, it did mess up mad footage, but like, I was able to do what I could do, I guess. But like literally did that, and that kind of helped us get in the VIP section. And that's really also where like Tisa Korean was already at. But he was like, oh, yeah, let me just go to the hotel. I'm about to change and we can do it when I get back. That was literally the thing probably the most important part of it all, I ain't gonna lie. was him saying that, right? That exact sentence. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
What's also crazy is we saw Pierre Bourne.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, he literally was practicing his set. Like, bro, literally, you went off somewhere, and I was just standing there, right? It was me, and there was like this guy in like, like the communication booth, like that's like with the audio. And it was just me, only me there, and just Pierre just performing. Like, I got like a first-hand performance show. I was the only person there, like for real. Like, it was kind of crazy.